Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Go Get It Gaming. Today we're doing another open pack. We got 4 just randomly here. Let's just see what they're about. Oh yeah, Sense Demons. Draw 2 cards from your deck. Drew demon cards. Wind Fury. This card, why, really was annoying because someone decided to have infinite amount of these in Tavern Brawl, and it hurt my feelings. Shaman, already got one of those, might disenchant it. After your opponent plays a minion, summon a copy of it. That's pretty good, particularly if you hold on to that. Save it for maybe when you start reaching 7 mana crystals. That's usually when someone will drop something pretty major. And the Paladin, give a friendly minion Divine Shield for something so cheap to produce something that's pretty a little below average, maybe if it had a little bit more health, but it's giving someone Divine Shield, which in itself is a fantastic thing. Woo! Armor Smith. Whenever a friendly minion takes damage, gain 1 armor. 4 health, particularly this thing. This thing could take enough to give you a bit more of an extra boost. Divine Shield on a 1-1. Just throw that thing out there first thing. Might disenchant that. Combo. Summon a 2-1 Defias Bandit. That could be beneficial. I mean, it's once again one of those just 2/2/2s. But you're getting you got to play it into a combo, so you better hope that you don't play that one too early. Pirate's always a favorite. Taunt costs 1 less per attack of your weapon. That is a pretty good card because you could play that pretty early on, and you get a fair decent taunt out of it too. And Harvest Golem. Summon a 2-1 damaged golem. For 3, yeah, that's okay. I couldn't imagine using that for too much else. You might do that for Rogue. Oh, I like that. Lorca Chow. Chow! Lorca. Whenever a player casts a spell, put a copy into the other player's hand. So if he plays a spell, it comes into my hand. If I play a spell, it goes into his hand. That card, so not worth it. I couldn't imagine why anyone would want to play a card that's got no attack, that ends up putting your own strengths into someone else's hands. Whenever you play a card with Overload, gain 1/1. I like a dead. Shadow Step for the Rogue. Return a friendly minion to your hand. It costs 2 less for the next turn that you play it, which is great if you have a lot of things that have battle cries, that particular ones that are like, destroy enemy minion, deal so many damage, or summon something else. Yeah, that can be quite handy, particularly for a 0 cost card. I mean, yes, you are taking a card off the table, but if it's low in health, I'm pretty sure it resets back to full health when you play it again. Crazed Alchemist. Swap the attack and health of a minion. What would happen? What would happen? Would you kill him? Probably. And then you get a flare for your hunter. All minions lose stealth and destroy all enemy secrets. That is a good card if you're playing against another hunter. That is a fantastic card, but since you can't pick who you're playing against, majority of people don't have any cards that have stealth. Very few cards. I think Druid and Hunter decks that are usually more rigged that way. Our last pack. Nothing too flamboyant. Battlecry. Restore 3 health. That's a pretty good one if you ask me, particularly since it's all classes as well. A lot of the times you'd be begging for something to have 3 attack, 3 health, particularly in such an early round. And you play against a warrior that's sporting some Murlocs, and you can lose health pretty quickly in those first opening rounds. To have something regain them is pretty good, particularly if you're getting something strong. Faceless Manipulator. Well, I wouldn't call it faceless, but he anti-manipulator maybe. Battlecry, choose a minion and become a copy of it. That's a that's a fantastic card. It costs a lot. You'd be sort of withholding that until you can see something decent popping up. maybe a taunt. Alright, Cone of Cold. Cone of Cold. Freeze a minion and the minions next to it and deal 1 damage to them. That's a great card to have. Costs a little bit too much for 1 damage. But I mean, it does freeze the entire table of your enemies, and deals damage to them. For 2, you get Ancestral Spirit. Give a minion Death Rattle. Resummon this minion. That is fantastic. I don't know if you can actually stack those on top of things that are reborn. Give them reborn and then lay down that card again and give them a second or third life. Earth Shock for a Shaman, silence a minion, then deal 1 damage to it for 1. Bang, that is perfect. Particularly if you got something that's like a really annoying taunt, someone like you get those ones that have like 7 health and you go, ugh. You can deal 1 damage to it and silence it at the same time. Anyway, hopefully next time we have some more packs for you to open up and have a look at. As always, guys, I've enjoyed our time together, and go get it and start gaming.